You're listening to Do This First, a daily personal development podcast that focuses on science-backed, actionable steps towards your best year ever. Hi, I'm Sandy, your host. Today, it is 46 days away till the end of 2024. Yesterday, we talked about backlinks and how important it is to have other sites connecting with your site. It helps build authority and credibility. Today, we're talking about something that will help you continue to establish your presence across the internet. We're talking about Google Search Console. You've poured into your website creating quality content and searched on Google for it just to see how it shows up, but you find everything else except your website. When I searched Do This First on podcast, Google said it is a daily motivational podcast that provides actionable steps to improve your life and success. Not too shabby. Even more importantly, the top 6 results were pages from my website. Unfortunately, if your website and its pages are not indexed by the search engines like Google, Bing, Firefox, your yet to be discovered audience will not find you. Let me share how the process works. Search engines use web spiders, crawlers, that literally crawl pages on the internet. The crawlers look for keywords throughout the page and then index it for all the unique words. Just because Google crawled it does not mean that the page or pages are indexed. That's right. It can be discovered by the web spiders or crawlers, if you will, and still not get indexed. If the pages are not indexed, they are not discoverable by the public. In other words, it will not show up in search results. This is where Google Search Console can be an indispensable tool. GSC, Google Search Console, provides insight into how Google views your website and helps you manage your site's presence in search results. Google Search Console is a free service offered obviously by Google that helps you monitor, maintain, and troubleshoot your site's presence in Google search results. You don't have to sign up for Search Console to be included in Google search results, but Search Console helps you understand and improve how Google sees your site. Search Console offers tools and reports for the following actions. Confirm that Google can find and crawl your site. It can help you fix indexing problems and request re-indexing of new or updated content. You can view Google search traffic data for your site, how often your site appears in Google search or discovery, which search queries show your site, how often searchers click through for those queries, and more. You can also receive alerts when Google encounters indexing, spam, or other issues on your site. It also can show you what other sites link to your website. All these are good things. There also might be situations where you do not want certain pages indexed, such as those that would not make quality landing pages from search, like thank you pages and that type of thing. Those intended for internal use only, like testing or staging purposes, would probably not be those that you want to index. And those containing private or personal information as well. So as your site administrator, not only do you want to lay down some rules, you also want to set some priorities, some crawl budgets, because the crawlers do have a budget, though it is massive. There are 2 primary ways you can do this, through robot text files and meta directives. First, we'll start with robots text. It's robots.txt. A robot text file tells web crawlers where they should and should not go on your website. Although not all of them will listen, to access it, just add robots.txt to the end of your URL. If nothing pops up, you don't have one. The basic syntax of a robots.txt instruction is very simple. Number 1, you insert the name of the user agent. The user agent is the crawler spider bot that you want to call out there. So in other words, if you're wanting for Yahoo to crawl that page, then you would use Slurp. If you want Alexa, then you would use AKA space IA underscore archiver. If you wanted Google, for Google, you can use Googlebot. So as a site administrator, not only do you want to lay down some rules, you also want to set some priorities, as we were stating before. So the second thing you can do is disallow. So you insert the URL string you'd rather the crawler not to visit. A standalone / can be used to tell certain spiders not to crawl your site at all. Disallow is the most common instruction you'll give in robots.txt, but you can also suggest a crawl delay, like the number of milliseconds you want the crawler to wait before loading the specified URL. And you would just put in allow an exception within a disallowed URL string, Googlebot only, or submit an XML sitemap. Another way that you can give the bots some directives is through meta directives. Robot meta directives, or aka meta tags, tell web crawlers what they can and cannot do in regard to indexing, although again, malicious bots may disregard. Because it is written into the code of a web page, it's more a demand than a suggestion. Using various parameters, you can fine-tune whether or not or for how long a page is indexed, whether its links are followed, whether a search engine can pull snippets, and more. Is your site getting indexed? These are the most common reasons why your site might not be getting indexed. Your robots.txt file or meta tags are blocking the crawlers. It's brand new. For example, Googlebot can take anywhere from weeks to months to index a new site depending on the size. It's not linked to from anywhere else on the web. Very important to have the links coming in, those backlinks. The site's navigation is difficult to follow. Your site has been flagged for black hat SEO tactics. These are all reasons why your website might not be appearing in those search results. How to make your website more crawlable. Here's some ways to make indexing work better for your site. Get organized. Since links are the crawler's primary mode of transit, ensure your site has clear navigation pathways. If you want something to be indexed, it absolutely must be linked to from somewhere else on the site. At a bare minimum, the main navigation menu from other relevant related pages throughout the site. Reduce obstacles. Do your best to not hide important content behind logins and forms and surveys. Crawlers cannot read text inside of images, videos, text to media. Be sure also to apply alt text to all media. Navigation menus not written in Hotmail or, JavaScript are also not visible to the crawling spiders. You can also submit a sitemap. Link your sitemap in the robots.txt file and submit through Google Search Console. From the Search Console control panel, site owners can get very specific about how they want Googlebot to crawl their pages. Depending on the size of your website, you can have your CMS generate your sitemap for you, or you can do it manually or have it done automatically using third-party software. You can check index pages on the Google Search Console to see the pages that you already have indexed. You can also just query Google. So you can go site and then put in your domain name. And this will generate site, and then your domain name. This will generate a complete list of search results. It's a good way to see if there's anything important missing or anything unnecessary. Check up on it every so often after changes are made to ensure Google is seeing exactly what you want it to see. You can also, like I said, check Google Search Console for indexed pages. You'll be able to see what was discovered but not indexed, or what is already indexed and what has not been discovered yet. Whenever I write a new post, I go to GSC and enter the link manually. I then request that it be indexed. You can access Google Search Console by visiting. You can access Google Search Console. You can just search for it and make sure that you're logged into your Google account, because you do need a Google account to be able to access it. Google Search Console is an invaluable resource for anyone looking to enhance their website's visibility and your website's visibility and search results. Leveraging its features, you can identify opportunities for growth and troubleshoot issues and make data-driven direct decisions to optimize your site for search engines. Regular use can significantly impact your site's performance and improve its overall search engine ranking. So do it. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to leave a review. You can also read a full transcript of this podcast episode and all of my podcast episodes on my blog, dothisfirst.life. And while you're there, you can sign up for all my newsletters. I have about 10 right now. Just pick the ones you want and submit the form. And while you're there, you can also listen to all of my podcast episodes. And you can listen to most of my podcast episodes on YouTube. And my handle there is @DoThisFirst. Tomorrow we'll continue with our micro series, Finish Strong. Till tomorrow.
Moving past the rain, moving past the pain, or past the color blue. I see power in you. Past welded down. Look around, they can't be found. I see a champion in you. I see a champion